The easiest way to bring a new driver, expand your company without extra cost is right here. And no, it's not some crazy ad, it's not to 2025 trucks, etc., etc. It's just referral program. Now we're going to talk about how can you stimulate your driver to give you more referral, when is the right time, how to get to referral, and on top of that, how can you reward your team and your drivers, how to get more referrals. So stay with this video. What we're going to talk about in this video, as we already mentioned, is drivers referral. Drivers referral is the most proven and most uncommon way how the trucking companies are bringing the drivers. 90% of the trucking companies are burning money on leads by some attention-seeking drivers, usually the low quality they want, just like to get a quick buck or just run away from previous companies. So referral by every trucking companies, they know that the referral is the best way how you can generate the truck drivers, that they are most reliable, most quality, and the cheapest one to get. So let's dive into it, how we can do it. First of all, let's go to timing. So time. When is the best time to ask for referral? Regarding the timing, what we figure out in spending millions of dollars on recruiting personally, I personally hired more than 100 drivers, owner-operators, company list to purchase all over it, and I help other recruiters teach them how to close tens of thousands of drivers. So the easiest way regarding the time will be after the first check, if of course the check is good. So usually what it happens, the driver starts to drive. After week 1, week 2, they already get the check here. So if they get the check here, if they are satisfied with it, you call them as a recruiter and ask, how is it? Are you satisfied with the company, etc., etc. If they are, then you don't ask him for referral. You say the next thing. Do you know somebody who would be willing or who would like to drive loads like this? And then they mention somebody. If they say no, they're like, okay, no problem, don't think about it. And then in a week 3, if they again made a good check, then you offer a referral bonus that you will give him even if he sent you in the first week, but it will not be more pushy. Then you say, okay, for 2 weeks you make a good check, can you send me a referral? It will make a lot. We will send you $500,000, whatever is the referral bonus in your company. So week 3 showed us that week 3 is the best week to ask for referral, because everything after that, truck driver lose their hype about the company. So even if he's making $10,000 or $20,000, everything for him becomes normal. So his gratitude gets lower, or if he doesn't like the company that much, etc., etc., then he will not refer the driver and just like be not aware, will he stay or will he go, so he will not bring somebody into your company if that's the case. Why we want the driver in the 3rd week, especially if the 2nd week was good, because, and why we want him to bring the driver even if he is not sure that he's gonna stay, exactly because of it. Because if somebody refer a friend, that means that there is more likely that he will also stay 1, 2, 3 weeks or 1, 2, 3 more months, because he put his opinion on the line for somebody else, that now he cannot leave the company that easy and leave a friend in the company that's bad. So, and that's usually what it happens. So the best way in this situation is to build a rapport on the week 1, to check if you're a recruiter, to check if he is good, everything else. Call him when you get a check and ask, do you know anybody who would like to drive this type of loads? And then the 3rd one will be cash price, where you say, okay, now is the time for you to refer me somebody, because I will get bonus, whatever is the story, etc., etc. Second thing with the referral, that you can not only go to recruiters but also to dispatchers. So dispatchers are talking to drivers all day long. So dispatchers, besides recruiter, needs to be the biggest recruiter. They have 2 ways how they can just bring new drivers. First thing is, of course, work. So they can also be really good worker, really good dispatch, and then they will just like, they will refer to a friend, to a friend, to a friend till the moment that dispatch is full. But that's not scalable, because every dispatch can only cover X amount of trucks. And as well, if that dispatch leaves, that means that he will probably bring all of those trucks with you. And if you're a smaller fleet company and you have, let's say, 60, 70, 80, or 100 trucks, and one dispatch is covering 20, by losing that dispatch, you're also probably losing 20 of your drivers. That means that 20% of your fleet is not here, but your operational cost is the same. So what can we also do is set up a bonuses for dispatchers. So what they need to do is basically for every drivers they bring, they get X amount of dollars, or they get some benefits and bonuses. Like recruiters are getting bonuses, dispatchers also need to get the bonus. But on top of that, besides bonuses, they need to get penalties or fees where they lose a driver. So by having this healthy bonus and fee system, that means that the 99% of the dispatchers that they're actually giving and providing the work to that drivers will be more incentivized to at the end give a better work. And then on this type, you are setting up the whole ecosystem to be way better than it's supposed to be. So by using that, you will use dispatchers as your recruiters and as your retention magnets and seekers. And the third thing that rarely somebody is looking at it is the teams. So teams is the best referral system. So usually what's happening, you have somebody who is driving in your company for the long time and somebody who wants to learn how to drive in certain areas, certain states. Then you set up a team, because then that referral, actually that's an extra driver that will stay in your company. And the majority of the people who already drove in a team, they like to drive in a team, so probably they will bring more drivers to drive in a team. Teams are money-making machine because they can drive without a pause. If you have enough miles to give them, they will be really loyal and they will not be able to be late on any pickup and delivery. It's really good for safety system. So if you have team drivers, actually if you have drivers that are willing to accept teams, then from one drivers, you are making two drivers, you're increasing your score, increasing your gross, increasing everything, and then that it's good. Okay, you're increasing the miles as well, but the unit per truck will make more money for the company. That means more percentage that the company keeps, because that truck is every week on the road. It's better to make 14K than 7K. And on the other hand, teams have less likely to be late on loads. It will be less likely to, if something is breaking, like that they will not be able to drive enough miles. And then the best thing is for them, the logbook doesn't exist because they are driving in teams. They're kind of always legal. So by you introducing not one but two drivers and trying to set them up as a team, you'll be able to get free referrals. You will do a favor for somebody who is already driving, so they don't need to drive that much, and you will do a favor for somebody who don't have enough experience to learn how to drive a truck. And then you can, to the driver number two, you can sell them truck, keep them in the company, put another driver with him if he is not safe and secure, etc., and that's how you can expand your team without additional cost, recruiting expenses, etc. So if you like this video, please subscribe, and that's what we need actually, because YouTube algorithm is ruthless right now. A lot of people are putting a lot of podcasts and things like this. So if you like this type of video, subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next one, while we are talking about how to get better as a trucking owner in 2025.